on, Cubs fam? Welcome back to another video. I am super excited for this video today, my friends, because we're going to be talking about current events. Every time there is a new Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes like clone, we have this mad rush and everybody's checking it out. It was the same with Marvel Strike Force, with Dragon Champions, now with Disney Sorcerers Arena. You got other games going there. And I have to say, as I've been playing Disney Sorcerers Arena, I believe that this game has what it takes. Whether you like it or not, it's going to stand the test of time. And we're probably, like right now, we see there's a significant percentage of our community that are playing both Strike Force and Galaxy of Heroes. I believe that Disney Sorcerers Arena is going to be the same way. So is Disney Sorcerers Arena for you? And what does each game do better than the other? What is the comparison? What are the pros and cons here? In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things that Galaxy of Heroes does better than Disney Sorcerers Arena, and 5 things that Disney Sorcerers Arena is doing better than Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and we will alternate back and forth. So, without any further ado, let's start with the list. We're going to start with Disney Sorcerers Arena. The number one thing, and I'm going to say this is the biggest item on the list to me, is that Disney Sorcerers Arena has live PvP. And an extension of live PvP, the feedback that I love live PvP so much, is just the mere fact that in Disney Sorcerers Arena, you can play as long as you want. In Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, you simply cannot do that unless you've got, even if you spend all of the crystal refreshes, if you whale super hard in crystal refresh to the end of time on your squad arena, you will eventually get capped out and you will no longer be allowed to play that game mode. If you go into live PvP, I won't do a match right now because they do take a little bit because 2 people are thinking about it. I can go in here, I can hit battle. You've got a tournament ranking system here that ranks all the way up to Grand Champion right now. I've battled my way up to Silver. The way that it works is you just battle up the more that you battle, and it's a 30-day season, and so you spend all this time battling up to the leagues that you want, and you get better rewards for that, and you can just go over and over and over again. I just can't overstate. I literally cannot overstate to you guys how much of an advantage this is over Galaxy of Heroes right now, because now maybe there's ways to get bored with live PvP. I'm sure there's ways to burn out. You know, there's going to be a cap of how much you can play. But to me, I face different teams every single day. I'm facing almost every single match is a new team. There's new strategies. It's live strategy. The person is not going. You're not going against dumb AI that's going to target characters they should never target or use abilities in the wrong order, etc. Most people are smart. They're intense matches. Now, the big caveat I will say with live PvP in Disney Sorcerers Arena is there sometimes does seem to be some matchmaking issues. Keep in mind this game is very new. It's a week old. They just had, there's already almost 14,000 reviews in the Google Play Store, Apple Store. I don't know what Google Play is. I know Apple was at 14,000. A lot of people download this game. I'm sure it's well over 1 million downloads for that many reviews. And so there's going to be some matchmaking tweaks that they need to make. But for now, I would say probably 75% of the matches I am personally going in are matches that are winnable or very competitive for me right now. So I am beyond hype, my friends, about this game mode. Now, reason number 1 that Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is better than Disney Sorcerers Arena is not ships. The IP. Now, this is personal preference, my friends, because I actually think the Disney IP is arguably stronger than the Star Wars IP, but it just depends on the person you are. And so because I'm posting this video today primarily targeted towards a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes audience, I feel like a lot of us are really passionate about Star Wars. And I'm going to confess, my passion for Star Wars runs deeper than a lot of the Disney characters in this game. My Disney passion is still pretty strong, and so I have a very emotional connection to this IP already, more so than other games that I've probably played. I mean, this goes back to my childhood and some recent videos, etc. Not quite on the level of Star Wars for me personally, but I also feel like Disney Sorcerers Arena, they're not going to suffer because of their IP. If anything, they probably have a stronger IP. So, I don't know. This is kind of like a personal preference pros and cons list for that particular item. But there you have it. All right, looking at the next item on the list, my friends, we need to talk about dev communication. Dev communication for Disney Sorcerers Arena blows Galaxy of Heroes out of the freaking water. It is not even close. I have never seen the devs communicate like this in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. They've had moments where they communicate better than they are right now. Right now, communication is at an all-time just disgustingly low. It's not there. So I mean, it was our first post in 2 weeks, and it was just about feats. It almost feels like there's a neglect for the community at this point. But if you look at, this is an official game Discord server. You can find, by the way, in the game, if you go into the game, they have a link to the Discord server. Even if you go up to your mail, click on news, there's a link to the Discord server right there that you could take advantage of. And just look here, I just want to show you guys, just to give you a scope. One of the main devs, Meathead, is in here talking, just chatting with people all the time about anything. Late at night, the guy is just a machine communicating. But if you look in the official news, just look at how many updates we've got here. Today alone, 1, 2, 3 updates just today in this. Yesterday, this is Monday where I'm at, okay? So they had an issue that was going on. They were updating people on Sunday once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. The communication is just through the roof. It is amazing to play a game for a studio that is communicating this aggressively with the fandom. It feels extremely refreshing, in my humble opinion. Now, going back to Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, number 2 on the list for why Galaxy of Heroes is better than I keep almost saying Marvel Strike Force. What's wrong with me? The Disney Sorcerers Arena. I want to say, it's a mouthful to say Disney Sorcerers Arena. I should just say DSA. Or Disney Arena. Maybe we just call it, I don't know. We'll see what we end up calling it. But Grand Arena, you just can't compete with a game mode like Grand Arena to me. Now, live PvP is probably a solid competition in the essence that it is something that you can do forever and ever. But the excitement that I get from a Grand Arena match is unparalleled in these type of games. I'm glad that it's not something you just do forever, because I like the build-up, I like the strategy, I like placing the teams, and I like going through the way that I love the game mode just how it is. The only thing I would change is maybe take ships out, but that's just that's just my bias. Don't really do that for me, but I don't know. But Grand Arena is the best. Now, that's a game mode that we could see in Disney Sorcerers Arena at some point. And this is one of those items, and several of these items on the list are things that could be added. I think it's important to keep in mind, Galaxy Heroes, 4.5-year-old game. Disney Sorcerers Arena, 1-week-old game with a 1-year beta before that. So it's not a super fair comparison to compare these old, flushed-out game modes and say that that's a knock on Disney Sorcerers Arena, because they very well may do things that are just as good or better. Now, speaking of solid game modes, I want to talk to you guys about Club Conquest. Now, Club Conquest in Disney Sorcerers Arena is basically the same thing as Guild versus Guild, only it's a 3-way Guild versus Guild. I want to show this video to give you guys an idea. This is from Champ Gonzalez. Thank you for providing the video for us, my man. But here's a little look at what this looks like. Let's skip back here on his video. You can see here, you've got 3 guilds, and you're setting defenses. The defenses that you set, you can use again on offense. Now, this game mode, to me, there's a lot that I still am not quite getting about it, because they're having some issues with it as they've launched. They've added, millions of players to their servers, and so they've got some things to figure out, and I have every confidence they're going to do that, especially because they ran it so long in beta, from what I understand. But the concept of 3 guilds going at it, they're setting defenses on their path, and then guilds go through and decide that you have to connect to your home base and battle through the other guilds. This is a very creative take on Guild versus Guild, in my opinion. I like that it's a 3-way Guild versus Guild. I like that you can use the teams that you set on defense, so you don't have to decide. And I think there's a really a deeper element of strategy on this than you get with Guild versus Guild in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes Territory Wars, because that's just a simple, for Guild versus Guild and Galaxy of Heroes, it's just simple territories, take out the territories, done. This is like pathing. Where are you going to place the team? It's a lot more complicated on where you place the teams instead of just, you know, it's what, 9 territories in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. There's a lot more customization here, a lot more strategies that go into this. So that is a very solid take on Guild versus Guild, and frankly, something that I'd love to see Galaxy of Heroes take a crack at, because I still, look at me, I'm wearing my Galaxy Heroes sweatshirt. I know I've been negative about the game lately, but I still freaking love this game. I'm gonna play this game as long as I can. I just think I still think Galaxy Heroes is great in spite of the lack of communication that we're receiving right now. Now, speaking of what makes Galaxy of Heroes so great, and probably one of the biggest reasons why for me, I don't really ever see myself hanging the hat on Galaxy of Heroes unless the hat is hung for me and the game goes away, and it's the community. You can't touch the community in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm sorry, DSA. You're just not there, and I don't know if you're ever going to get there. I hope you do, because I think that Disney Sorcerers Arena is a fantastic, phenomenal game, and the people I'm playing it with are great, but the community is just not established at this point. The YouTube videos are not established at this point. The people playing this game are not established at this point. You know, we're all only a week in. And so give it 6 months, give it a year, and we'll see how the community compares. So right now, it's kind of like a Galaxy of Heroes just has an amazing community, period. And then Disney Sorcerers Arena, we don't really know what that community is going to look like. So again, maybe not a fair comparison. But even if Disney Sorcerers Arena has the best possible community they can, I just don't see how it would ever be better than this community in Galaxy of Heroes. You guys are freaking amazing. I love the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community. It is what keeps me playing. It's what keeps a lot of you playing. And it's one of the most unique things I've ever witnessed in gaming. It's just a phenomenal community. All right, now moving on to number 3 for Disney Sorcerers Arena is the rewards. This game is very good at rewarding you for your effort. Let me give you a few examples. Number 1, you can actually go in and you can do little tasks to get free crystals. Now, some of these are like you have to go spend money on things. But hey, for example, 2,000 crystals for buying something on NFL.com. I think it has to be $45 or more or something like that. If you're going to buy something on NFL.com anyway, which I do at least once a year, probably more, might as well get some crystals for. I just love those additional options to get crystals put in your inbox. There's also little things you can do, little actions like, let's see, a lot of these are big. You can scroll down here. Some of them are just watch this ad or watch it. There's just a lot that you can do. I thought I saw something for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for a second. So sometimes it's download a game and play to level 10 and you get, you know, X amount of crystals and those come to your inbox. Also, in general, I can't show you right now because Club Conquest is locked, but we did our Club Conquest. The rewards, I thought, were just super great, very generous. Your tournament, which is basically the same thing as Squad Arena, does give you a little less. I'm still battling up here because it's a bit slower. But let's see here. Oh, they show you a defense log. That's something that I probably should highlight as well as a positive of Disney Sorcerers Arena that Galaxy of Heroes does not have, is the defensive log, which is just phenomenal to see in the game day one. But if you look at the ranks, oh gosh, where's the ranks right here? Or the rewards, let's see, where's the rewards? Right here. There we go. You get 300 gems, or same thing as crystals, for first place. So a little bit less there, but I actually kind of like that because it de-emphasizes a little bit that game mode. It emphasizes more like PvE, which is going to be scaled to, you know, ideally your skill level and your squad power. And then there's just a lot of other things in here, rewards wise, that are great, such as you can actually send gems. This is just other than just general rewards in the game, something that I really like is if you go to your friends list, you can actually gift your friends gems in the game. You can go through and gift your friends gems. And so, I'm just going to make a shameless plug here, everyone. Here's my user ID. Come send me gems. I'm just playing. Not really. I had somebody give me gems today. It's pretty awesome. So I love that they do that. There's just more options, more ways to get what you need in this game than I've seen in Galaxy Heroes. Galaxy Heroes just feels so much more frugal. So much more frugal. All right, let's go back to Galaxy of Heroes. Reason number 4, Galaxy of Heroes is a better game, is it has a proven 4.5-year track record. And now, I think a lot of people would say, well, Cubs, look at Galactic Legends. It was a total crap show. You know, things are terrible right now. The community's pissed. Yeah, but we're still here. You're here. You right now, you watching this video right now, through all of that crap that we went through, all right? You're here right now, watching my video still, playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Why? Because the community and the game is just that good that even when things suck, you still play. And now, obviously, the devs can only take that so far. I think the devs take advantage of that way too much. And this game absolutely needs to improve. There's a lot of stuff that needs to change. It needs so much more content. It's embarrassing that a brand new game, a week old, has this much more content than Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes has. But you can't dispute the track record, how long this game has been going, how hardcore this community is. It is a testament to the fact that this game just has it. It just has that it factor. DSA, it may have that it factor, but it's just not proven yet. I would love for it to prove itself and for us to be here 5 years from now talking about DSA. We don't know if that's the case. With Galaxy of Heroes, I have every confidence that game's going to be around for another 2-3 years minimum for where I'm sitting. I know people get doomsday, they're like, oh, this game's going to go away. No, guys. The game's not, you might be debating on whether or not you're going to quit, but the game's going to be here for quite some time. I'm very confident of that. All right, and then the last item that, in my humble opinion, makes Disney Sorcerers Arena the better game is that they have no ships. I'm just kidding. They have content. Content. And this kind of ties into where I talked about live PvP, but you've got that, you know, obviously that unending content that you've got. They've got the campaigns just like Galaxy of Heroes has. That's not much different. I have just noticed a very strong influx of events. Just that they had 3 events for character shards running at once just yesterday. Right now they're down to 1. I think they got some updates coming. They've got this club dungeon mode, which is this kind of interesting take on like a guild galactic war, kind of, where you have to go through specific... It's kind of hard to explain in this video. I won't bother doing it, but you have to basically go through the right paths on with your guild mates. You've also got your... This tower mode is like Galactic War, only there's different tiers to it. They already have Galactic War, but scaled up. I finished the first tier, now I'm on to the second tier, and then I got to get to the next one, the next one, the next one. It's just... there's so much more content here, even this early in the game, that it just feels so much more. But and it's not even just a lot of these games. When you start these games, there is a lot to do because you just have so many people to farm, right? It's not the case in Disney Sorcerers Arena only. Yes, I do have a lot of people to farm, but there's so much more to do day one with these characters that I can't get enough of the game itself. All right. And then finally, the last reason why, in my opinion, Galaxy of Heroes is the better game is Galaxy of Heroes simply has a better UI and is more flushed out. Now, this is, again, pretty much to be expected for an older game, but I'll give you a few examples. The squad selector, for example, it just runs a lot smoother. Here, I'll pop back over to Disney Sorcery and I'll show you what their squad selector looks like. If we go into a battle, look at our squad selector. It's like Galaxy of Heroes used to be, pretty much, where you go into your save teams, and this is the only file you've got. Also, they have this thing, this VIP pass, and you can only have this many squads to save if you do the VIP pass. I actually think that's utter trash. I hate that they do that. If they have that many squads, don't hold back quality of life stuff with money, in my opinion. I don't think that's right. But also, it's a little bit awkward saving these squads, and I can't just go in and edit these squads and have a new screen to edit them in. I'm going to have to put them here and then save it. So, anyway, just my opinion. I think the squad selector is a little bit more clunky. You can't do tabs, etc. I think that's probably an issue with the game. I also don't like the arena ranking system. Right now, I still need this, like Galaxy of Heroes used to be. You have to refresh to find the highest rank you can. You don't know exactly what that highest rank is. And it also slows you down on the refresh. See how it is gray, and then here, I'll move myself over here. See how it's gray and then it moves back to blue? I can't hit refresh again until it goes back to blue. And so it kind of takes a while to find that team that is right to hit. I really wish that they do what Galaxy of Heroes does and put that highest ranked team that you can hit right there, because again, this is basically the same thing as a squad arena. And then finally, something like you can't link iOS accounts to Android accounts. That's a big deal for content creators. I probably care about this a lot more than the average person would, but anyone with an Apple and an Android device will care about this. You can't play on both devices for now. You're gonna have to choose one or the other. You can transfer it through customer service, but you can't have it on both after that. You have to choose one or the other. And so that's why my screen looks a little bit janky here. It's not on BlueStacks. This is mirroring from my phone. I think that's an issue and one that they should fix. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think about the list of things that Galaxy of Heroes does better and things that DSA does better. Are you still considering playing this game? I highly recommend at least giving it a chance, especially if you are even a little bit of a Disney fan. I absolutely have, I'm having so much fun with this game for now, and I think you guys will too, and I'm still having a ton of fun with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, in spite of the fact that they're giving us, like, no content. It's still a great game, guys. I still love Galaxy of Heroes. Look, Cubs fam, I'm with you guys on this game till the bitter end. I'm going down with the ship if I have to, but hopefully we don't. Hopefully the devs turn it around, and hopefully we get some more positivity, some more content here soon. So hey, CG, give us that road ahead, okay? Everyone say it with me in the chat. Road ahead, and let it not be stupid. All right, everyone, thanks again for joining me for the video. If you did enjoy it, drop a like. It does help the channel. I'd very much appreciate it. And as always, my brothers, don't forget